Hey there, garden lovers and dreamers. It's Faith from Faith's Enchanted Seasons, and today I'm so excited to share 10 awesome reasons why growing your own food this new year is the best idea ever. Get ready to transform your health, your plate, and maybe even your whole outlook on life. Stick with me because reason number 7 is a total game changer, and reason number 10 is something that will completely transform the way you think about food. Let's dig in. Okay, friends, let's talk about the big one, that's your health. It's something we all care about deeply, and for good reason. When you grow your own food, you know exactly what's going into it. You have complete control over every step of the process. No pesticides, no chemicals, just pure, fresh, delicious goodness. It's like having a personal farm right in your backyard. Imagine grabbing a juicy tomato straight off the vine, still warm from the sun. The flavor is unmatched. Can you taste it already? It's a burst of flavor that store-bought just can't compete with. And it's not just about the absence of bad stuff. It's about the abundance of good stuff. Your garden is a treasure trove of nutrients. Homegrown fruits and veggies are bursting with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. They're packed with everything your body needs. They haven't traveled miles and miles losing nutrients along the way. They're as fresh as can be. Nope, they're coming straight from your garden to your plate at peak freshness and flavor. It's the ultimate farm-to-table experience. Plus, when you're in control of your food production, you can experiment with different varieties that you might not find at the supermarket. The possibilities are endless. Think heirloom tomatoes with incredible flavors, or those cute little French melons that are just bursting with sweetness. It's a whole new world of taste. Trust me, your taste buds and your body will thank you. It's a health revolution you can taste and feel. Let's be real, folks. Grocery bills can be scary. Every trip to the store seems to end with a higher total than the last, and it feels like you're getting less and less for your money. But what if I told you there's a way to eat delicious, healthy food and save money at the same time? Imagine stepping outside your door and picking fresh produce for your meals. Yep, you guessed it, gardening. It's not just a hobby. It's a lifestyle that can transform your eating habits and your budget. Why spend $3 on a tiny bundle of basil at the store when you can grow an entire plant for pennies? Fresh herbs at your fingertips whenever you need them. It's like printing your own money, but tastier. Plus, the satisfaction of growing your own food is priceless. Those little seed packets you buy, they hold the potential for dozens of plants, which means dozens of meals, all for a fraction of the cost of buying them pre-grown. It's an investment that keeps on giving. By the end of the season, your garden will have paid for itself and then some. You'll have more produce than you know what to do with. And the savings go beyond just produce. Think about all the herbs, which are often the most expensive items in the produce section. You can grow your own herbs, which are crazy expensive at the store, and you can even learn to save seeds from your harvests to plant next year. It's a cycle of savings and sustainability, so ditch those overpriced grocery store trips and let your garden be your grocery store. Imagine the freedom of not being tied to fluctuating store prices. Trust me, your wallet and your taste buds will thank you. The flavors are unbeatable and the savings are undeniable. In a world that often feels overwhelmed by waste and environmental concerns, growing your own food is a powerful way to make a difference. It's like giving Mother Earth a big green hug. Growing your own food means fewer trips to the store, which means fewer emissions from cars, and less reliance on those big industrial farms that often use harmful pesticides and practices. Plus, you can say bye-bye to all that plastic packaging that comes with store-bought produce. Instead of those plastic clamshells, you've got your own 2 hands and reusable containers. Talk about a win-win for you and the planet. But it goes beyond just reducing your carbon footprint. When you garden, you become more connected to the natural world. Okay, confession time. I'm not the biggest fan of gyms. All those sweaty machines and loud noises. Not exactly my idea of a good time. The atmosphere can be so intimidating and uninspiring. But you know what I do love? Gardening. It's peaceful, it's productive, and it's incredibly satisfying because guess what, friends? Gardening is exercise. Yes, you heard that right. Think about it. You're digging, you're planting, you're weeding, and you're constantly moving. And the best part, it's way more fun than staring at a wall while you run in place. You're hauling bags of compost. It's a full-body workout. Your arms, legs and core all get involved. And because you're so engrossed in the joy of gardening, you don't even realize how many calories you're burning or how many muscles you're working. It's exercise in disguise. Gardening gets you outside in the fresh air and sunshine, which does wonders for your mental and emotional well-being too. It's a natural stress reliever. So ditch that expensive gym membership and let your garden be your gym. Save money and get fit. You'll get a great workout, enjoy the great outdoors, and have a bountiful harvest to show for it. It's a win-win situation. Let's face it, life can be stressful. Work deadlines, family obligations, that never-ending to-do list, it's enough to make anyone feel overwhelmed. But you know what's the perfect antidote to stress? You guessed it, gardening. There's just something so therapeutic about being outside, hands in the dirt, and watching life grow. It's like stepping into a different world, a world where the only thing that matters is the feel of the sun on your skin and the gentle breeze rustling through the leaves. It's a chance to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with nature. No more notifications, no more emails, no more doom scrolling, just you and the peaceful rhythm of the garden. So if you're looking for a natural stress reliever, a way to find your inner zen, look no further than your own backyard. One of the most rewarding things about gardening is that it's a continuous learning journey. Every season, every plant, every little sprout teaches you something new. It's like getting a degree in botany, but way more fun and with tastier results. You'll learn about different plant varieties, soil composition, the best time to plant and harvest, and how to deal with pests and diseases. You'll become a master of observation, noticing the subtle changes in your garden, the way the plants respond to sunlight and water, the arrival of beneficial insects. And don't worry, you don't need to be a botanical expert to start. There are tons of resources available to help you along the way, from books and websites to local gardening clubs and, of course, my channel right here. But the most valuable lessons you'll learn are patience, resilience, and the incredible power of nature. Okay, friends, let's talk about the reason we're all really here. The food. And let me tell you, nothing, and I mean nothing, beats the taste of food you grow yourself. Remember that juicy tomato we talked about earlier? The one still warm from the sun? Well, multiply that deliciousness by 1,000 when you're talking about homegrown fruits and veggies. Freshly picked carrots, they're sweeter, crunchier, and bursting with flavor. Homegrown herbs, oh my goodness, they're fragrant like no other, adding a depth and complexity to your dishes that you just can't replicate with store-bought stuff. And let's not forget about the sheer variety. You can experiment with different heirloom varieties of tomatoes, lettuce, beans, you name it. You'll discover flavors and textures you never even knew existed, and your taste buds will do a happy dance with every bite. Trust me, once you've tasted the difference, there's no going back. Spread the garden love. One of the most beautiful things about gardening is that it's an act of abundance. When you plant a seed, you're not just growing food for yourself, you're creating the potential for more than you could ever need. And what do you do when you have an abundance of blessings? You share them. Sharing your harvest with friends, family and neighbors is one of the most rewarding parts of gardening. It's a way to connect with your community, spread joy, and maybe even inspire others to start their own gardens. Imagine the smiles on their faces when you show up with a basket full of your homegrown tomatoes, zucchini or cucumbers, or the delicious meals you can create together using fresh, flavorful ingredients straight from the garden. Sharing your harvest is also a great way to reduce food waste. Unleash your inner superhero. You know that feeling you get when you accomplish something amazing, something you put your heart and soul into? That's the feeling you get with every single thing you harvest from your garden. It's a feeling of pride, accomplishment, and deep satisfaction. You see, growing your own food is about so much more than just putting plants in the ground and hoping for the best. It's about connecting with nature, learning new skills, overcoming challenges, and nurturing life with your own two hands. And when you finally get to harvest that first ripe tomato, that crunchy cucumber, or that fragrant sprig of basil, it's like you've unlocked a superpower. You're not just a gardener, you're a provider, a nurturer, a creator. Plant the seeds of transformation. As we stand on the cusp of a new year, a new chapter in our lives, it's the perfect time for fresh starts and exciting possibilities. And what better way to symbolize growth and renewal than with a garden? You see, a garden is more than just a place to grow food. It's a reflection of ourselves, a microcosm of our own potential. As we tend to our plants, we're also tending to our own growth and well-being. Every seed we sow is a tiny act of hope, a belief in the future, and a commitment to nourishing ourselves and our loved ones. So let's dig in, plant those seeds, and watch as our gardens and ourselves flourish in the year to come. So there you have it, 10 reasons why growing your own food this new year is the best idea. Which one inspired you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know your garden goals for 2025. What will you grow? What kind of transformation will you cultivate? Oh, and if you're ready to start your enchanted gardening journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a tip from me here at Faith's Enchanted Seasons. We'll have lots of fun, I promise. Until next time, happy gardening, and may your new year be as fresh and fruitful as your future harvests.